The offense starts this drive in the shadow of its own end zone. They'll start this drive going to the air, moving away from pressure. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Gonna sling it on second down. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
Well, the offense is being aggressive here in their opening possession, trying to throw the ball in the first 2 plays. They went incomplete first down, and now they take a sack on.
Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood.
Let's go. Break. Single.
The offense changing the play. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. That's reeled in. It's Washington. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. Receivers work tirelessly, tapping that toe along the sideline, and it just looks so natural for him.
Yeah, it can't just be pat and go all the time, right? He's just jogging down the field, ball hits you right in stride. You got to be able to make awkward body catches and do it getting your feet bent. That was sweet.
Slants against man, that wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback, timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too and got to hold on to that thing.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking for a productive play on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Caught over the middle. It's Singleton. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. He picked up a big chunk of yardage there, and there will be Irish jigs going in the stands.
Yeah, and a lot of excitement. If they can find these down-the-field explosive plays and find a wide receiver out there they can depend on, this offense can really explode and take off to a new level.
Wants to throw on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Notre Dame! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. They'll start this drive going to the air. He'll try to do it himself. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one. Now on second down. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Williams. He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender. This offense will start doing business from their own 18-yard line on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Trying to escape and get it himself.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. Great place to start for this offense. The give on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. And he makes the catch, but he can't stay in bounds. That'll be incomplete.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. On the ground, it's Young. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. Back to pass. Caught close to the marker, it's Williams. Good execution, they move the sticks and they've got it at the 33. A 1st and 10 for this offense. To the air on first down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got
breaks into the open. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you got to get them locked down. But if you're the D coordinator here, you got to be more selective with your coverage and mix it up, because man coverage against a scrambling quarterback can hurt you.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Irish! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Might be changing the route. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Oh, they're after him. Plows through the defense. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. He's going to take off. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Unloads to the wideout. He makes the catch. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Gonna let it fly. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
I like the play call there. I know.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And the beatdown has ensued. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience.
Notre Dame backed up in the shadow of its own goal post, looking for room on first down. They'll run it from the gun.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
The offense comes out 1st and 10 from the 11. Looking to throw on first down. A little screen to the running back. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. We're trying to get him going there.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to run it. Runs through a tackle. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. And they're not on the same page there.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He'll off one deep down the left side. Got it in stride at the 15. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal.
Here we go.
They want to throw it. Under fire. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Made the grab in the end zone for the score. With that latest touchdown pass, might be a good time to mention Brady Quinn threw 6 touchdown passes against BYU. That record might be in jeopardy.
And that's a good day. If you're starting to talk about that already, you know he's spinning it. He's in the zone. He's feeling it, reading the defense, everything coming out on target. He is having himself.
This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Starts a drive trying to go up top. He'll pull it down and run. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
Off play action. Throws to the tight end. Working the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Williams.
You know, that's a great job by the receiver on that curl route. There's a lot of receivers that finish the route and they just stop. And that allows the DB to close the gap and then knock the ball away. Nice job by that receiver continuing to come back to his QB.
And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Final stand to the game, and we'll start with the first down. To the air on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. And oh, that one hurts to have the flag come out and take a touchdown off the board after that play. Quarterback making checks. Second down, they'll go to the air. He'll pull it down. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on third and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And they will score. Touchdown, Irish! This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The play action fake. Caught near the sticks. It's Williams. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. The offense setting up shop at the 46. First and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Here's a heat. Gets the first himself. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
He's showing you all the tools in the toolbox now. We saw earlier in the game his ability throwing the football, and now you're getting to see it with him running too. This guy is the definition of a dual-threat quarterback, and right now, this defense has no answer for him.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Not much there on the run. He gets one to the 31. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll run play action. He'll throw it. Caught near the sticks. It's Washington. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
All right,
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Quick completion to the right. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. Making side adjustments here. Wants to pass. Looking to the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Just keeps slinging it. On a little time, lets it go. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
Every single week, defenses know who's going to get the ball thrown to them, but they can't stop him. With that last catch, he now has over 1,000 yards receiving on the year.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down. One more play to pad the stats. They'll try the run. And they'll pick up just a few on this run, and that'll bring us to the end of the ball game.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games start. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual effort.